So here we are at the Biohacking Conference, Dave Asprey's. I was going to say Tony Robbins because obviously I know you from Tony Robbins. This is Brian.
Hi guys, Brian Bradley from Egoscue. So amazing that we ran into each other.
I know, I'm so excited. You're one of my heroes, so this was just exciting for me. But tell us about Egoscue.
Yes, first of all, thank you for saying it correctly because you will all be tested on the spelling and the pronunciation. But Egoscue is a gentleman named Pete Egoscue, where coming out of Vietnam, had injuries and fixed himself. I got lucky to run into him 31 years ago. I happened to be just the pretty face that he was looking for, and now I try to push this everywhere. And I'm happy that we hooked up at a big Tony Robbins event like last year. I got to expose about almost 5 million people to this event. Dave Asprey and the Upgrade Labs the last 5 years just exposing, because it's an absolute game changer when it comes down to solving problems. Instead of saying my neck and my upper back hurt, we go to why does it hurt? Because anybody can put something on you to make you feel better temporarily, but eventually you're getting weaker and weaker and weaker and tighter and tighter and tighter, and then you're going to put yourself out of business when it really creeps up on you.
Absolutely. So can you tell us a little bit about the method?
The method's based on putting the shoulder, the hip, the knee, and the ankle back into a normal alignment. And yes, you could say, well, don't people do that hands-on like a chiropractor or an osteopath? My job is to say, why don't you, as the client, do something to make their professional job much easier, and they can take you to their hands-on next level when we're doing completely hands-off through the corrective exercises.
Right, and you've helped hundreds of people, which is just so thousands probably.
Hundreds today. But it's last year I had almost 5 million people just do the exercises on virtual. COVID's been amazing for us because, well, it's bad for a lot of people, but from a standpoint of connecting with people, the virtual world just exploded.
Well, yeah, and I was actually able to share some of your techniques with some of my friends, and they were amazed, and they're still using it, so it's amazing. So where can people find out more information?
If you just go to egoscue.com, but I also have a picture here if you want to take a good look at that, and just get the pain-free book. You can get that at Google, painfree.com, all that. It's an $18 fix. Or you're coming down to see us at one of the clinics or seeing us on Zoom. And a lot of people like the in-person coaching, and it's absolutely well worth it on both ends.
Yeah, and actually Zoom is great as well, which is so, like you said, it from what was kind of bad came some good, and we learned that we can do some of this stuff online, and you're able to help so many more people.
Well, think about how many millions of people now are sitting so much more, and then I have guys in my field who are saying sitting is the new smoking, the new cancer. Well, guess what? If it's the new sitting and this is the new smoking and cancer, we're all in some serious trouble. Why don't we switch that narrative? Sitting is a sport, train for it. Let's get our body to be able to sit better, stand better, and recover better from 8 hours of sitting around. That's all. Just do a little 2 millimeter shift, as Tony Robbins would say. A micro dose of Egoscue goes a long way. And only do it on the days you brush your teeth, which should be every day.
Should be every day.
That's correct.
So where can we find you on social media?
You can look under at Instagram, and Facebook will be Egoscue Method, or my personal one, which feeds back into that, is the Brian Bradley, THE Brian Bradley. And let me explain myself. Brian Bradley was already taken by a Tampa Bay hockey player, and he wouldn't sell it to me. So I'm really not that narcissistic. There's a bit of it, but not that much.
Well, thank you so much.
Oh, this has been awesome. Thank you. And I do answer my own DMs on all my Instagrams. Personally, I spend my off time doing that. If I'm watching a movie, I'm answering them. So you will get an answer back from me personally.
Well, that's what we love about you, because you're passionate, you really want to help people, and you help people. So thank you.
Thank you so much. You guys are awesome.